Hey you guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Ah, mm, mm, mm. I love dancing. I love dancing. I dance all the time just to it'll be something silly and I'll just bust out dancing. But today, I have an amazing thing that I want to talk about. So today I want to talk about men, okay? Who does not like talking about men, especially if you have a man and you don't know what to do with them, or you're looking for a man, or you're in the middle about to break up with your man, or even if you have an amazing time with your man. It doesn't have to be bad, but yes, I want to talk about men. So I want to say right off bat, I'm not a men expert. As you can see, I'm not a man. Um, but I'm a woman. I could probably tell you a lot more about a woman than I could tell you about a man. But from what I do know by being raised by an amazing man, my father, Pastor Eric Powell, he is amazing, and he just was a great example of what to expect in a man, and having amazing brothers who are protective of me and are great men as well, and having an amazing husband who is just awesome and reminds me of my dad actually. Sorry, someone texted me. But just having these people in my life kind of trains me on what to expect from men. And believe it or not, my mom actually taught me a lot when it comes to men. Okay, so say for instance, you're in this place and you're just like, oh my gosh, I've been with my boyfriend for 1 year, 2 years, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever. And you're in a place where like, I'm ready to get married. But you and the guy that you're with right now, he's just like, I don't feel like that. Every time you bring up marriage, he'd be like, I don't even feel like talking about that right now. Or he just have like an attitude, or he's being a little distant, and every time you like call him or anytime you're around him, he's just being like really distant, and he just kind of has like this tude, or he just doesn't want to talk about marriage, or he's just acting like just really super weird. Okay, so you're in this situation and you're just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm good to him. I do everything that he wants me to do. I honor him. I respect him. I give him, some good loving when he needs it. And he is just acting cray, okay? And you're just like, and so what I want to tell you is, I understand, to be honest with you, not as far as like, giving, the goods or anything to a man before you're married, but I understand what it's like, to be looking for marriage, but the guy you're with is kind of just like, I don't know about all of that. So, what I want to tell you is one thing that I've learned is that men are chasers. So if you have a notepad, if you want, you can write this down. If you don't want to, you can say this in your playlist or whatever. But men are chasers, not chasers, hunters. They're hunters. And anything that they have, anything that they get, anything that comes into their life, in order for them to really value, appreciate it, or love it, they have to work for it in some kind of way. They have to earn it. They can't just get it. They can't just have it and it's just fine. They have to earn everything that they have. And so what comes to your mind is like, well, how do they earn it? How do they earn me, or how do they appreciate me? They have to earn you. A guy cannot just have you. A guy base you off of your value and if you're willing to give up the cookies or not, believe it or not, and so and sometimes we don't give up cookies and are acting distant, and you just need to break up with him and get your life and move on and find somebody who's willing to sacrifice for you and reach your standard. You know what I'm saying? And so you're in this place and you're just like, oh, I'm frustrated. How do I get him to appreciate me, to not have an attitude every 5 seconds, and to just really love me and to marry me? You have to set a standard and make yourself valuable. You have to understand that men want somebody who's valuable. How do I know this? Because my husband even said it. He agrees with me, and I learned that when I set the standard with him and every man before him, they were like, hey, we can get married tomorrow. Let's do it. Or shoot, I'll wait. Let's do it then. Because They see something in you that's different from other people. What men love is when they don't feel like other men will have access to you. They feel like they feel good about you when they don't have to just tell you that you're beautiful or take you on 5, 6, 7 dates and then they can get the panties right away. No, because in the back of their mind, what they're thinking is if I'm telling her she's beautiful and I'm taking her out and I'm giving her all this attention and she gives me the panties, she give it to me, what would she do with another guy? You know, she must really be easy if I can just do this little bit of stuff and just have her, you know? And a lot of times we don't think they think that because they're buttering you up and they're telling you you're just beautiful, you're amazing, and then right after you give them the cookies, they change. Right after 6 months of being together, after giving them, you know, a whole bunch of cookies, you know, they start acting different. They start being rude and just like, I don't know, I don't feel like doing that. Or they don't go out the way for you as much as they did at one point. Why? Because you tell them how much you're worth. You tell them how valuable you are. You tell them, you know, what your price is based on what you're willing to give them. And believe it or not, they base it off of that. That's just how they think. Guys think about, you know, intimacy all day. That's just what goes to their mind, you know. But how you teach them what's okay and what's not okay by setting that standard, saying no, I'm not going to give you that, teaches them to appreciate you. And so there's just one other thing that I want to talk about, is that another thing that I learned about men is they like support, you know. Even if you're in the courtship stage, even if you're in the dating stage and you're saving yourself for marriage, because I want to talk to those people as well, you know, if you're in that place or if you want to get to that place, you know, one thing that men love is they love to be supported. You know, that's a big thing for them. They love to be supported and they love someone who's valuable. You know, if you're courting someone, you're in a relationship with him, see what it is that he loves. See what it is that he's interested in. You know, see what it is that he really is just like, man, this is amazing, and support him. You have to be his biggest cheerleader. I'm going to tell you, sometimes I've had those days where, you know, sometimes just like, oh, I don't feel like doing that, or sometimes you have like, you know, sometimes a little disagreement with the person that you love, and you're just like, you just have an attitude, but you still have to honor the person that you're with, honor them. You know what I'm saying? And so men love to feel supported. They love to feel like you're their biggest cheerleader. You know, they love to be encouraged. You know what I'm saying? If your man loves to play basketball, you should be at every game cheering him on with his name across your shirt. Like, go babe, you're the best player. If you only know how amazing that makes them feel and empowered that makes them feel, you would be doing it every single day. You know, if your man likes to work on cars, and everybody be like, that's not a job that's like, you know, serious. If it's your man's, it should be serious to you. If he love working on cars, you better be right behind him like, boo, you did your thing. You fixed that car up. You took care of that car. When I tell you, you give him so many compliments, it shouldn't be nobody complimenting your man more than you compliment him. You feel what I'm saying? And so you have to support him. You have to honor him. And these are just things that I've learned from my dad, my brothers, friends, even my husband. I don't have friends now, guy friends now because I'm married. But even from my husband, you know, men love to feel honored. They love to feel respected. They love to feel supported, you know, and so it's just important that you support them. I'll tell you right now, my husband, he loves music, and gracefully, God has given me a love for music too. So when my man be like making his songs and he be creating new songs, I be like, boo. But I love music anyway, so it's just natural for me. But when I tell you, he's so creative, like one of the smartest people that I know. Like, he can be on his phone and make a song and then record with his friend and bring it to life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do you do that? Like, that is awesome, you know? And so, yeah, you have to be your man's biggest cheerleader, and, you know, and just honor and respect them, you know, but keep your standard most importantly. You know, it seems like today so many girls have those character traits where they support their man and they're there for their man, but they don't have that trait of having a standard. He should not have full-on access to you when you belong to God. He should not be able to say that he got some cookies from you last night and you're not married to him. You know, you shouldn't be able to say, oh yeah, I just, we just did it the other day. Or, like it's natural or common for you two to be, intimate with each other and you're not married to him. Why? Because you belong to the Lord. And because he will appreciate you more when you don't give him that. When you don't, give him the cookies or all those things. You know what I mean? You gotta save it. You gotta let him know that you're worth something, that you're valuable. You're not just any person, So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I didn't want to make this video long because I do not like watching long videos unless it's super interesting. Sometimes I even skip through it when it be like. But yeah, if you like this video, comment down below, okay? Let me know. And let me know if there's some other videos that you want to watch. We need advice on some things. You guys, message me on Instagram at Myangela M. So that's M-Y-A-N. I'll put it down below. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. I don't have Facebook or Twitter, but Instagram and on here. And just let me know if you need prayer, advice about anything, if there's something specific that you would like for me to talk about. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.